a Hero. I'll give you a quick update on the towers in the grow tent. Doing a little maintenance on the reservoir. I'll be doing another update video, but you can see everything in here is doing really good. We've been harvesting lettuce and having that with our salads and sandwiches, so that's doing really well. So I'm just replacing the water, nutrient water, and you can see that the water is pretty, well, the res is nasty, right? It's got residue from the rock wool cubes and stuff coming down into it, so time to change that. I just rinsed off and cleaned the pumps, the air stone. So what I'm doing now is I've got my 3/4 inch poly tubing, about to hook up a pump to this, to the res, since there's no easy way for me to drain into buckets and out of here. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to pump a lot of that water out. I've got this line running out the tent and headed outside. So it's just coming through the opening there, and I've got it laying out here. So I'm going to pump that water out, and then I can get the reservoir switched over to the new one and put some fresh nutrient water in. I'll do the same thing for the towers. Let's take a look. I got the second shelf added in here, trying to utilize every single space that I can. But I got the second shelf in here. Lights are set up. The reservoir is not filled yet, but I got all the plumbing and everything set up for it, to both the two new trays. And the whole idea is to try and get a little bit more room, so that I can get more of these tomatoes out here. Those 3 tomatoes in the back there, I mean, those things, they were all the way up to the top. I just raised that light a little bit more, but they were all the way up, and they started really getting burnt and fried, a lot of the leaves up there, because I mean they're ready to go outside. Unfortunately, it's just not it's not warm enough yet. So trying to see if I can move them down here where I've got a little bit more height between this light. I'm gonna even see if I can get this up a little bit higher. So we'll see what I can do. But yeah, these tomatoes are doing really well. The peppers are doing awesome as well too. Like you can see, like there's bunches of little buds starting here, and we've even got a couple flowers back there on that one bell pepper. So things are ready to go outside. These would love some warmer temperatures. I just can't get it too warm in here because of all the lettuce. So at a medium, like 75. So the peppers are happy. They're getting a lot of nutrients, but they could be a little bit warmer. They love the 80s. But a lot of these new ones, these were seeded in beginning of March. These ones down here would be seeded at end of January. So they're doing really good, super green. I've got some other plants that just have been neglected. I got to get these Juliets out in I'm giving those to Scott, our neighbor, but I got to get those out into maybe like a little red cup or something where I can just give it a little bit more room. He's gonna plant those in the ground, so want to get those a little bit more mature before we're ready to get them out in a couple weeks. But yeah, the tower is doing good. I got to go tomorrow and go get some hardware. I got to screw the holes in here, and I need some of the screws that go in there. The ones I did here were just some of the general construction screws, so they don't have threads all the way up to the top, so they slide out, and then that ends up leaking down the side of the tower a tiny bit at times. So I want to go get some hardware that threads all the way up in there, and then they can kind of not really seal, but have a tighter seal. Then I'll get this tower going. I've got plenty of lettuce that is ready to come out here. I'm getting this tower. I've got at least, you know, another 36, whatever, lettuce plants to come out here, but these ones have been doing really well. I mean, you can see it got a little hot in here at times. I've got to set up the AC affinity on a monitoring schedule so that it detects, you know, it is detecting and it alerts me. Well, actually, it doesn't alert me. My temp stick, this alerts me. It sends me an email. I just set that up. So it sends me an email and a text message when it gets above, when it hits 85. So what I want to do is set up the AC affinity. When it detects it's 80, that it'll spin up to the fan speed of 10, which is its full power. I normally leave it on 5, but when it's a little bit warm in here, I want to speed that up a little bit, pull some more air out. But it won't be long that I will need to get the air conditioner. The intent is to get a mini split in here, but what I'll have to do is get my little portable air conditioner set up so that it does reach, you know, mid 70s or something, high 70s, that I'll turn that on just to give it a little bit more cooling effect in here. But everything's going well. Hopefully tomorrow I can finish this tower here and get the hardware in. I've got all my Hugo blocks that I've got to put in there. Those are the Grodan blocks. They're in that box. I've got like 3 more boxes like that. So the intent is, and I've got more tomatoes down in the basement right now that need to come out here, but I want to fill this top tray and get it filled up with those tomatoes. The bottom tray, I'll migrate those big tomatoes down and get them down here so that I can hold them over for another couple weeks until I get everything outside set up in the buckets, and hopefully it'll be warm enough. And finally got the lights up here in the in the greenhouse, so now I can see. We had these you know, those little bistro lights hanging up there. Well, that's what we had up here before, and really didn't offer that much light. So now I've got plenty of light out here. I can work and see everything. This should switch off probably in another hour. So I've had that happen. I was in there working, I couldn't see anything out here. All the lights switched off in there, couldn't see anything. So that's a quick update. Hope you liked it. Things are moving really well. I think the grow tent has been at least you know, helping get an early start to the season. So really loving it. Next year, already thinking about what I'm going to do to get a bigger one and put it up in the loft in the garage or something. Just thinking of different options so that we can try to have a bigger area to start some of these things, because by time of you know, end of April, I want to have really good mature plants that are outside and just ready to start going crazy and producing produce. So that's it. Talk to y'all later.